Chris Cowan in the Bujinkan Butoku Dojo in Fremont, California. We have some upcoming rank requirements for two of our students. And for that rank requirement, they will be working on Tagateru. Okay. One of the main focuses in there will be not just escape and invasion, but also Bikinjitsu. I'd like to present some of the swords that we use in our dojo here, and to help our students prepare for their rank testing coming up in January on some of the swords. Usually when we talk about the ninja's sword, we usually refer to, or we hear about the term Ninjatō. We heard this back in the 80s, even the 90s, and even before that. A lot of times we saw the straight sword, which we thought was, a lot of people thought was made up in Hollywood. You even saw it in some of the older movies in Japan. Mainly when you think of Shinobigatana. We know Hatsune Sensei and Takamatsu Sensei helped with the production and the fight choreography for those movies. And later on, when they were no longer part of those movies, the directors and producers started to go and astray, and so their view of a Ninjatō was this short blade that was straight with a square tsuba. We'd like to get away from that and look at more what is taught for real, is known for real. I know if a person were to walk around back then with a straight sword with a square tsuba, every person back then would say, "Hey, you're a shinobi, you're a ninja." Okay? Coming to that word, shinobi, we will refer to as Shinobigatana. Okay? I don't like to use the word Ninjatō. Shinobigatana sounds more appropriate, in my opinion. All right? The sword that's used by the ninja or the shinobi. Okay? Some of the ones I want to show here, okay, what we're used to seeing normally in movies and TV in terms of samurai and things like that, and in Budo. We're used to seeing katana, okay. You can see here, this is a 10-inch suka, it's a blade, see, okay. Alright. So along company with the katana was the wakizashi, short sword. This can be worn indoors in castles. This was used when a samurai would have to check their sword in before when they entering the castle, because no long swords were allowed in, but a short sword, wakizashi, was allowed to come in. Okay, as you can see here. Okay. Okay. So these were usually carried as a pair, referred to as daisho. So two pair of swords that were worn by a samurai. Okay. Usually say at all times, but like I said, as I mentioned before, in a castle, not all times. Okay. Now, moving on, as we look at these top three swords here, okay, these are referred to as what I would classify as the Shinobigatana, or the sword that a ninja would use in terms of clandestine operations. As you can see down here, I'll get to these at the bottom here later. It will have a long katana blade and a wakizashi handle here. I'm going to show you something what we did. Okay, starting with the main weapon here, as you can see, we have, this is the oniyuri. This is the sword they talk about that was designed with Hatsune Sensei, by Hatsune Sensei. As you can see here, no square tsuba on this. It's got a flower petal design on it here. What's nice about this is the impression you get is of the swords before, I believe the Meiji Restoration, before that time frame, the sukas were 14 inches. And they might have varied between 10 and 14, but they were usually longer. And they were used for battle. They were used to fight with. Okay? So this is a 14-inch suka, which provides an amount of leverage, a lot of distance also. So what's nice about this is you get the impression this is a sword that would have been used back then by even the samurai. Up until the moment you unlock the sword. When you then see that the blade itself is a lot shorter. If you look at this here, it's smaller in the saya. Okay. What's nice about this is this would give a person using it faster draw. So if you're not quick with a sword, it will give you a very fast draw. Okay. Next here, we have another one here. So sayas are the same. Suba, different design. You can see the handle. This handle is a 10-inch suka here. Okay. Now again, this would be classified as a Shinobigatana. Okay. Everything from here down is the same, except the suka, the handle of the blade. As you can see here, I'll unlock this one. Blade comes out. Now this is a training when it's been dulled, tip is down. So this one has a, like again, 10-inch suka, but the same length as a blade. Okay. Now this is nice because it hides within plain sight. Here is the one that I made for a seminar a couple weeks ago. And when I say made, it's very interesting how they came about this. Before we left for the seminar, my wife and I decided, hey, I wonder if we took this and this and then we put them together, what will we get? This comes down to what you see down here at the bottom, with this blade here and the suka here of a wakizashi. What we did is we thought, what if we took a wakizashi blade and put it in a katana handle, but still kept the wakizashi saya? This would make for an excellent weapon in close quarters, low ceilings, underneath homes, things like that. If you're in the small crawl spaces, excellent. And you have the leverage of a katana. So this one here, we took the handle off, we pounded a rivet through it, held it in place, it's got 2 pins in it, and you have a wakizashi here, a katana here. If I unlock it, look at that. You have a clandestine weapon with lots of leverage. Leverage, leverage. Okay. This is excellent for even throwing, for ito nage. I have to admit, this is probably one of my favorites here. That I was surprised when we did this. We did not have to require any drilling. The holes lined up perfectly. Of course, these 2 swords are made by the same person, so we were able to make a Shinobigatana, which would fit perfectly for, say, a movie like Shinobi no Mono. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you. Okay? So, Mr. Ellis, Mr. Sims, January, your testing is coming up. Good luck, gentlemen. Have a good night.